Girls Talk.
Hi, Mom. Good morning.
Good morning.
You already have your coffee. I need
Yes,
one.
I really did.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I need to go to work, so.
It's late already. It's getting late.
I
Where
know.
is your sister, your older sister, Dai?
I don't know where Ate is. She's freaking late. She's always freaking slow.
Dai, where are you?
I'm here, Mom. Did you like my outfit?
Oh, yes. Beautiful. You've been wearing that for 20 years now.
No, and I love it.
It looks the same every single time.
When are you gonna graduate?
20 years from now. I love school. I love school. Mom, can I have some money for my research?
Honey, I have no more budget for you. I've been giving you for 20 years now. But here, I made lunch for you. Here.
Oh, okay. No money?
No money. Ask your younger sister to give you money.
Oh my God. You have to graduate soon. Here.
$20? Can I have your credit card?
Oh my God. Get your own. What the heck?
Oh, the bus is waiting, Mom. Okay, Mom. Bye.
Girls Talk.
Welcome to
Girls Talk.
Today we're gonna talk about Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yay!
Hello and good evening, everybody.
Yes, and I hope you're subscribing because we're actually live right now. Anywhere we're actually on Earth.
I hope so. Yes. How many have you had?
Yes, I had so far because we're celebrating Cinco de Mayo. What does Cinco de Mayo mean? It means we have to drink.
Yes.
Drink.
Viva la
It's
margarita.
Cinco de Drunko.
Viva
The
Mexico.
Mexico.
Cheers. I hope you're cheering
Cheers.
with us. Well, my dear, tell us a little bit about Cinco de Mayo. Why we celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de Mayo is, from what I read, because I don't know the history of it. Yeah, from actually Google. From Google, it said that it's the Mexican army celebrating. It's their anniversary. Because they have
They won the battle.
celebrating the victory of the battle from
France.
Over France, yeah.
Over
Yes.
France. And,
in Puebla.
Pueblo.
Yeah.
In Pueblo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Yes.
maybe one of these days we can see where Pueblo is.
I know. Let's go
You know,
next time.
Because all we can think
Yeah.
is Canton. Oh, Canton ba yun? Canyon? Oh, what is that? In the famous beach in Mexico. Ano ba ba?
Cancun. That's pancit.
There you go, Filipino.
There you go. That's funny. I need to say cheers. Cheers to that. Woo, yes.
Yes. So, and also, later on we're gonna celebrate Mother's Day.
Yes, but
Yes.
before that, we want to tell you a little bit of what we have here,
Yeah.
in celebrating Cinco de Mayo.
Well, so because we have margaritas, I figured we should have chips, salsa, and guacamole.
Guacamole.
Because that's what we usually do when we drink margaritas, and they taste good.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but where's the meat?
Oh no! Sorry, this is plant-based.
This is meatless way of celebrating.
Celebrating.
The meat will come behind the
Later.
camera.
Yeah, I forgot you're in a different religion. What was your religion again?
Presbyterian. Presbyterian.
I'm a Catholic, so I eat anything. So, what's yours again?
Well, today
Confucius.
I'm vegan. So yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
So I hope you guys can try this with us because this is really good. And we work hard to have this. We even fried. It took us a while to fry this.
Yeah, it's
And
homemade.
shape it the way it is,
Homemade.
And this one too, we cut a lot of tomatoes and,
And
everything.
yeah, and cilantro.
And cilantro and-
yep, onions.
Onions.
You cried because you were cutting onions. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so at least we learned something about why Mexico celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Because it happened on Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, that's right.
And because we this is really supposed to just be a Mother's Day special, but because Cinco de Mayo happens to fall in the same week as Mother's Day, we wanted to celebrate both of them at the same time.
Yeah. So
And also we're in California, so we have a lot of Mexican friends.
brothers
so,
and sisters.
Yeah, so we actually celebrate with them.
It's
Yeah,
true.
so this is our way of celebrating with them.
Yeah, and we get drunk with them.
Absolutely, yes.
Any holiday we're there.
Another reason to drink.
Another reason to drink and eat and party. Yes.
So
Okay.
right now we're gonna take a break
Okay.
because we're gonna talk about Mother's Day. 'Cause that's the most important thing
Yes.
for this week. So
Yes.
tune in. We'll see you. Welcome back, everybody. Now we're gonna talk about motherhood. So, my sisters, let's talk about what's the meaning of motherhood. What do you think about motherhood?
Oh, motherhood to me is anyone who has taken responsibility and taken care of an individual, be it a kid or a older person. You're being a mother to that
Yes.
individual. So that to me, that's the definition of a mother.
Motherhood. How about you, then?
I actually have the same definition of a mother because I'm taking care of someone and I feel like I'm also a mother even though I'm not really a mother. But I feel that motherhood is really taking care of somebody's needs, so I agree with Bheng.
Yes. But for me, it's unisex. It could be a man or a woman. You could be a mother. Even an animal.
Yeah.
Like my baby Azur here, my dog. I honor his mother. Because motherhood really comes with anything. It can be human, it can be animals. But let's talk about the most important person in our life, which is our mother. So tell us a little bit about your mother, Day.
My mother is she's the most caring. Of course, we will all say that because they're our mother, right? But when I remember my mom, she had passed away back in 2011. I remember her as being really tough. She's tough on us, but then she's also gentle. She wants to act tough a lot of times, but in the end, we know how to get her to weaken, weaken up. It's just one of those that she really worked hard for the family. We came here when we were young. It was just my mom. My dad stayed in the Philippines for a few years, and then so she was really the mom and the dad for me and my sister when we first came here. So, yeah.
So
This
is the day that we really remember all our mothers.
Very strong woman.
Yeah, how about you, Day?
Well, like Bheng, my mother passed away in 2013 and her anniversary was actually April 30th. And so it's pretty fresh. I haven't gotten over my mom yet. So, but, I could say that my mom was very strong. She's always been very thoughtful and very caring of other people, not just me. She's selfless and all I can think of is she cares about everybody else and she puts everybody else first, instead of herself. But as far as I'm concerned, because I'm her only child, she's mothered me. She gave me everything that I really want, but she never spoiled me. So even though I was an only child, she loved me to death. And all I can think of is every night she would come and hug me and kiss me, and I'm so loving, I'm so loving because of her actually. So yeah, it's really hard to forget her because I feel like she's the best mom ever, and even my friends think so because they saw how much she loved me. And okay, I'm gonna
Tissue. I got tissue.
no, I think I'm okay. And that's another thing. She, before she passed away, she told me not to cry. So I was so strong, until the end. I never let her see me cry. But
One
Yeah.
thing I want to say though, that my mom passed away May 16. She passed away right after Mother's Day.
Oh wow!
She
No, that's
waited.
really-
She wasn't.
Yeah.
She was in her deathbed. Mother's Day. The last time I heard her say, the last time she ever spoke, I told her, she was in her bed, and I said, "Mom, happy Mother's Day. I love you." She kissed me and she said, "Happy Mother's Day. I love you." That was the very last she ever spoke. That's the very last words that she ever said. And then she passed away.
Okay. No, my makeup is ruined.
So her anniversary is coming up.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mine too, I love my mom so much. There were 4 of us actually. There's 4 of us. But unfortunately my sister also passed away 3 years ago. And my mom passed away 8 years ago. So it's so sad that all of our mothers are gone. But they're watching us. They're our angels now.
They're really looking
Angels in
down
heaven.
at us right now.
Yeah.
And they're watching us getting drunk and everything.
And actually,
and crying for nothing. But,
actually.
no, because every time I think
It's
about
not
my
for
mom.
nothing. We're not
Yeah,
crying
yeah.
for nothing.
Yeah,
It's because we just have so
no.
much love for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And
But-
crying is good. You
Yeah,
have to
crying
let
is
it
good.
out. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because not a lot of people know my mom, Elizabeth Ramsey, but it's just her character. It speaks for itself. She's a truthful person. She's really honest, very, very honest. She'll tell you, said, "Girl, you're getting your ass getting bigger," but that's
Yeah.
how honest she is when you gain weight, and I
Yeah.
get that a lot from her. But she's humanitarian. She's actually broke the boundary in the entertainment industry in the Philippines. She's the first Black woman to be accepted in the Philippine industry, in movies, on stage and everything, and I'm so proud of that. She'll never be duplicated. She's the one and only queen of rock and roll in the Philippines.
Agreed.
Yes, and outside that box, a lot of people doesn't know that she goes out there and spread the love and give money to the needy people, feed them. And sometimes I wake up in the morning and I see all these people downstairs, and I'm like, "Mom, who are these people?" I said, "Well, they have no place to stay and they have kids, and we're just gonna help them, feed them until they get on their feet and they can, get their lives together." I said, "Good Lord, Mom. I mean, we're not Red Cross, but
She's just generous.
yeah, just very
Yeah.
generous. I
Yeah.
mean, every time she get paid, she goes out there and,
Yeah.
and just spread the love and give out blessings to everyone. And one thing also, a lot of people, because she curves a lot, right? She uses a lot.
Yeah.
She's just like a sailor, but
Yeah.
she's a very religious woman. But the way she in touch with religion is not because you have to recite all the words or you have to pray the rosary every day. No, what it is from the heart. When she prays, it's from the heart.
Yeah.
And a lot of people know she have a lot of collection of saints because those are the one that gives her hope, and they're the one that gives her light and give her courage. Because it's not easy to be in show business.
Yeah.
It's not easy to be out there being a single mom, because she was a single mom for a very long time until my father died. So that's why a lot of people that she touched, they will never forget Elizabeth Ramsey. Even they never met her, but they can see what a good person she was. Yeah. And so I'm so proud of her. And it's good that we talked about our mothers because we always have to talk about them.
Yeah.
Because without them, we're not here.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
That's right.
No,
Never
that's
made it.
true.
So
And they live in our hearts.
I love the way your mom, Tita Beth, is, because she did not keep all her money, or the other the other stars would, and they would build the biggest houses and have no
big cars.
she what she got, whatever amount she has, she shares it.
Yep.
And
That's the
she
right
may
word.
have left with really nothing. But in her heart, it's really full. It's really
Yes.
full. And those people she did help, they will never forget her, and that's
Yes.
very important.
Very
Very
important.
important
Very important.
to go that way than have all this money and
All these things in life.
we can't take
And
it with
you can
us.
take it with us.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Even with this drink, we can take this with us.
We
Oh, no, we
but,
can
but
take
it's
that.
gonna, yeah, we can. We're drinking it. We're taking it. I am taking this one.
Yeah.
So,
Well, too bad I never met your
I
mom.
know.
You know, I love
Oh,
her.
you've
you
never
know.
met
No,
her?
never met her. Because I met
Yeah, you met
Sansu
me
too later.
later.
So much later.
yeah, because she
So-
goes in and out of the United States.
Yeah.
Most of the time she stays in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So there's one instance when I had to mama sit. Beth, right? She wanted to go to Taco Bell early in the morning, just like take me to Taco Bell.
Breakfast.
She wants that Mexican,
breakfast.
yeah, she wants that Mexican nachos, right?
Wow.
Or Mexican pizza, Mexican pizza.
Mexican pizza.
Pizza. Oh my God! So we were looking around. They're not even open yet. Oh yeah. Go in there and see if they're open because I want my Mexican pizza.
Oh, that's a good funny memory.
Yes, it is. You know,
Great.
Yeah, that's Mama. That's Elizabeth Ramsey.
Yeah.
But
very insistent.
Mm-hmm.
And then she wanted to go to Ross. She wanted to go shopping. She tried on. I think we were there for like 5 hours. She tried on all the cute dresses. So you know how small
Oh,
she is.
yeah, I know. She has a
Oh
good
my
shape,
gosh,
too.
she does have a
She
good
goes to the
shape.
girls'
and girls department.
Yeah.
And the sexiest outfit, she can carry it.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then when
I
she
know.
goes to the girls' department, she says, "Where's the leather pants or the
Wow.
tiger pants?"
For kids. Oh my God.
Tiger pants. I said, "Mom, I don't think the girls wear tiger pants."
Yes.
But I don't know. One thing that I could remember is like when because she's a very good actress.
Yeah.
So she'd be laying down and she's like, "Oh, Sansu, I don't feel good. Give me the remote control." And then there goes a knock at the door. Like, "Oh, Beth, come on, let's go play mahjong na." Oh, she's getting
Oh my God. So she's making
When
it.
it,
She was
when it
making
comes
it.
to mahjong, nobody she can't get sick. Yeah.
And the weirdest one is when
And
someone
that kind of cured her. How what a
like
miracle!
a miracle.
What a
Mahjong can
miracle.
cure anybody, any senior citizen.
Oh yeah. 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 That's true.
No, the one that really scared me because when somebody knock on the door and I'm not right away at the door. And she have her panties on and her bra on, and she would just open the door and said, "What do you want?"
Oh my gosh.
Please, you.
Well, that's her.
That's her.
That's Elizabeth Ramsey
She don't
for
give
you.
a hoop. But thank you. That's good that we talked about our mothers,
Yeah.
and later on we're gonna talk about also what it means to other people and what they can say about their mothers.
That's right.
So we'll be right back.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Oh, guys, now we're gonna eat a little bit while we're talking about
Oh, you
some of our
got
friends. They're gonna talk about their mothers, right?
That's
And
right.
what is the first question that you have?
First question: what was some of your mom's best advice when you were growing up? When you were little, what was her best advice to you that you can, I think you can adopt to now?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That you have carried with you. What was that?
Also, for me, I think that, well, this is an example of her selflessness. So she said that if somebody comes to you and asking for help, maybe a little bit of money, even if you don't have something, don't say no. Just give them a little something. For example, if you're asking me for $50 and I don't have that, but you have $5 in your pocket, give that person the $5 because it's at least you help them. But if you said no, that person will will not get mad or but they'll feel like you ignored them asking for help. So another advice probably would be no matter how, no matter what others say about you, don't listen to them, because you're your own person and you have your own mind. So just go with what you think is best for you. Yeah. So I can apply all that now. Well, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, her advice to me is be truthful. And be true to your friends, your families, because then they will respect you. Respect is number one.
Okay.
And I always learned that from her because she was so honest to a lot of people. They might get mad because she's so blunt, but later on they appreciate it. Like, Beth, you told me the truth. That I don't look good, that I have to do something with my life or something like this. And she always give a lot of advice. And for me, that's why I got it from, like, just be honest and be yourself. Don't be somebody else that you're not, And so that's what I always, go by.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's kind of hard to tell the person. Well, they come up to you and say, "Does this look good on me?"
Oh.
And what do you say then?
Oh, hell no.
You will tell them right there and then. I mean,
Well, you can say it
it's
nicely.
So you can say it nicely. Maybe you
I'm
should do the other one, right?
Maybe, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe the color is not the right color for you.
Yeah.
Let's try another
Yeah.
one for you,
Yeah.
right? Something like that.
You're very diplomatic.
Yeah. I mean, you're still telling the truth.
Yeah,
but you're not hurting
you're
your
just
feelings.
not telling. You're just
Yeah.
not telling the truth. In a way, you're segue, right?
Yeah,
You're kind of doing that.
Yeah.
I was just, joking around, but
Yeah.
I would tell you that,
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
right.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes
you better
it's
tell us.
best. Sometimes it's best like that. It's better you tell them in front of, because otherwise somebody else will tell them behind their back, and that's true friends.
That's worse.
You will hurt them, but then again, they will appreciate it, like you said. They'll appreciate it later on because you're being true to them.
Yeah, that's true.
Truthful is number one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you better tell me if I have something in my teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Something. I hate that. If I have something
Oh,
in
and
my teeth,
lipstick,
and then-
especially, that happens
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Time.
Yeah.
Women's, we go through, struggle is real for us.
Makeup.
It is. It's we struggle all the time, either
Yeah.
weight or whatever it is. We always struggle with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's the second question?
Well, but for me, let me talk about
sorry.
that.
Okay,
But for
okay.
me, my mom have always said that, of course, go for whatever you think is right, because it's you.
Yeah.
Only you know
Yeah.
what's right for you.
Yeah, what's
Although
best for you too.
it may not be right in the eyes of other people, but if you feel that that's the right thing for you to do, then go for it. Because
Absolutely, yeah.
hey, life
the
is
only one that knows yourself.
you are
Yeah.
the only one. Sometimes you don't even know yourself. You're like, sometimes you're even double doubting yourself because other people are making you think otherwise.
Yeah.
But no, you have to really talk to yourself inside and see what is this really what's making what will make me happy? Is this something that I really want to do?
Yeah.
So talk to yourself and then you'll know
Yeah.
which path you'd want to go. But then again, in the end, if it doesn't go as well as you thought it would be, you have nobody else to blame but yourself,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
That's
Because if
right,
you
yeah.
listen to somebody else and then it does, then you have that, then you'll blame it on that person.
Right.
You don't do that.
Yeah.
Just
that's really good
be
advice.
true to yourself. And also, my mom have said this is up to this day. I still think about it because she said that it's better when people come up to you, like she said, asking for money. Always think that you are still in good position because it could be the other way around. You asking people
It's true.
money. So
Yes.
feel blessed that
Always
they
feel
are
blessed.
asking you because it could be the other way around.
Wow.
You asking
Okay.
them.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
that is really something that I I keep. Those are the two things I keep inside me that my mom have taught me
Yes.
growing up.
And it's good to share. The number
Yeah.
one thing
Yes,
is good to
definitely.
share.
Yeah.
As long as it's not my bus. I can't share it. It's my only money. The bus.
Clipper.
I gotta go home first. Then maybe I can get that money.
Yes.
And it's good to be because I think that all the advices that we got from
Our
our moms,
mothers.
they overlap.
So,
I mean, it's
yeah.
almost all the same.
Same.
Yeah, so I think we have really good mothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
And
Of
it is
course, because
something-
we turned out this
Yeah.
way.
And this is-
beautiful.
And this is what I also tell my kids. So it's kind of like one of those you know. Hopefully, they will tell their kids. You
Sure.
know, it's like one of those.
Yeah,
things.
they'll
Yeah, we
learn
just-
from us or from you guys.
Yeah, we'll pass it on.
Pass it on.
We'll pass it on.
Yeah.
And so some of our viewers actually have answers to your questions.
Yes.
So let's check it out.
Let's check it out. Here you go. Thank you to those ones who did send us your videos. So for those of you watching, watch this.
We'll be back.
What was some of your mom's best advice when you were growing up?
My mom, she's very religious. Actually, she taught me how to recite the rosary while I think I was like 7 or 8 years old, which I still do up to now. I mean, yeah, I think that's the best advice she gave me. Always believe in God, have faith in God, and always respect everyone. Yep. So that's it. Happy Mother's Day again. Bye-bye.
One of the best advice I've ever received from my mom is that nothing in life ever goes 100% how you plan it. So as long as you stay true to yourself and you stay strong and you have faith, everything will turn out all right.
Wow, it was a wonderful video because you can actually see
is.
how other people get advice from their own mothers, you know,
Exactly.
and how they can express it. And,
Exactly.
yeah,
And
right.
apply it to your
And
life.
apply to they still use it.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Now it's my turn to ask
Yes,
questions to you, my sisters. Okay, so how different it is that how your mom raised you compared to the way you raise your children?
Well, it's totally different because way back when there was no phones. Technology these days, the kids are everywhere versus when, especially in the third world country, we've never even heard of a cell phone before. You know, back in the 60s, we played outside. It was so safe. You play with your friends. There's actually physical contact with friends.
Yeah.
Everybody's
They play in the playground.
It's so safe, you know.
Yeah.
We don't even lock our doors when we go out. We just close it. We don't lock it. We come back. I don't even remember having keys to our own house, right?
Yeah.
If I should have known that you didn't.
No, seriously, no. We did not have an alarm clock.
Yeah.
We just wait for the get out in the morning.
Oh, you grew up in the Philippines, no?
Grew up in Cavite, yes,
Oh.
yes. But then again, you still get there on time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You meet up with friends. You still meet at perfect time.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
true.
sometimes you wonder how it is. There's no telephone, nothing.
Yeah.
These days, the kids are different because they're on their phones. You can't even talk to them as much anymore. Sometimes they take food, they bring it to their room, and you don't see them until the following day. You know? But then for me, I have seen that in other households, but I'm a little strict of a mom. 6 o'clock, they need to be home. Wherever they are, they need to be home. We all sit down together. That's the only time I get to ask them how their day is. Sometimes it's not a happy dinner because then they'll start fighting in front of and kids, right?
Yeah.
But it has always been, when they were growing up, that I have that time with them. 6 o'clock, you're home. We all eat together. There's no TV in their rooms because I had it at one time when they all had to. You can't even talk to them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no TV, no computer. If you guys want to watch TV, that's your bonding time. You need to talk to your brother or your sister and see what they want to watch. Then you can watch together as family.
That's nice. How
That's
about you,
nice.
Dave?
Well, so I don't have children, but I've seen how my friends raise their children. And I think that one example is my mom, when I did something wrong, she would always set me aside and talk to me quietly. Like she never embarrassed me in front of everybody. She would always talk to me in a very, very soft voice, and she would explain to me what I did wrong, why it's wrong, and why I should never do it again. And so, that actually stuck to my mind more. But I'm generalizing here, but maybe not everybody's like that. But I've seen other people or some of my friends, when they reprimand their kids, sometimes it's public, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that contributes to like the kid getting PTSD or like not
Low
the
esteem,
PTSD,
has
but yeah,
low esteem.
yeah, because they get embarrassed.
ATSD or
Yeah, I
something.
don't. Yeah.
They have very low esteem.
Yeah, very low
Yeah.
self-esteem because they felt embarrassed instead of just talking to your kid and telling them that it's wrong, they embarrass them. And so I feel like that's something that's so different from my mom. And then another thing is homework. She would always, she's a teacher, so she would always sit down with me and do homework with me, no matter what. I mean, even if she's busy, even if she has lesson plans to do, she'll always sit down with me and just be there. She would look at my stuff. I mean, she doesn't do my homework for me, but
Why
she,
not?
No, right?
Okay.
Yeah, she would not do my homework for me, but she's gonna be there to make sure that she answers my questions, or explain things.
For some reason, I feel like you know. Yeah. All right.
Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So my mom's right there.
Oh yeah, with my mom too.
She helped me with my homework, and it actually helped because I had some awards and stuff like that. But anyways,
But you're always smart. You're the smartest.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. She's just smart. Or she just does her homework more.
yeah, well, probably, yeah. See, anyway, and she would always welcome my friends. She'll always welcome my friends no matter what. She would always say, "Oh, bring your friends over." And
So she wasn't really strict.
No, well, she's strict when it comes to like boys, stuff like that. But like friends,
Filipinos or
yeah,
like
Filipino,
that,
yeah,
Filipino
exactly.
mothers or like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Like, oh, why are you talking to him too much? Anyway, but she would always have her friends over, and she would let them stay there, and give us food and all that. But sometimes, like, I have friends that would say, oh, they can only stay up to a certain time. But my mom, she's always like, yeah, they can sleep over, as long as you
welcoming.
as long as you're
Yeah.
quiet. Yeah, we don't bother anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, they want quiet. They'll just look at each other.
Yeah.
But no, there's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
TV.
Yeah,
No,
and she doesn't like giggling. She doesn't like all
She
that
doesn't like
giggling.
giggling?
Yeah, she's always prim and proper. So that's why. That's what I mean by quiet.
Yeah.
She doesn't like all the giggling.
All the giggling.
Yeah. She's
Oh
like,
my.
shh. Yeah, you'll wake up the neighbors. Yeah.
The neighbors.
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Yeah, but no, she was just saying that. That it was
okay.
quiet. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. So with my friends, the at least the friends that I've seen, they would always have a time frame. They have to leave at this time. They have to be picked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, my mom is a little bit different because she was in
she's a
showbiz.
celebrity, yeah.
All her life. Actually, she's always been in a band or singing. That's always been her dream. So I was raised with my grandmother, and so when my grandmother died, we moved to my mom in Manila. So, but she didn't know how to raise us properly because she got us, we're already old. So we're already in high school. And I remember that when I went to UST, UST people. and so you better subscribe.
See, the UST,
Yeah, University of Santo Tomas.
my mom went there too.
No.
Yeah.
Utot sa baytae.
Did you hear that?
That's what I said.
But anyway, so there were a lot of Nigerians in UST.
Yes.
There was a lot of exchange students.
Yeah.
And then this guy, I mean, come on, man.
Wow.
So I told him, I said, look, you cannot follow me. My mom is very strict. Because even though she was funny, but she was a very strict woman when it comes to, as you said, about man or dating, right? And so I said, no, you cannot follow me because my mom's going to be mad. And this guy, are you talking about he was really actually darker than me. And so I said, my mom is not going to agree with you. So he was hard-headed. So we got home, and then here we go. My mom was at the door, like, what are you? And the guy said, oh, ma'am, I just want to say, no, I want to see my grandkids. So go. Because when I turn on the light, we have a lot of brown out here in the Philippines. We will not see each other. So go.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
The guy is like, the guy,
I just got it.
And I was like, oh my God. I said, I can't be that. I told you my mom is very strict. And I told you she was very honest.
Prejudices existed then, huh?
Against her own
skin, right?
And that's why she was so honest about it, that but the thing that I learned from her is that how do you raise your kids is how are you going to show yourself to them. If you have to set a good example. Because if you're always drunk and your kids will see you that you're always drunk, of course they're not going to respect you. And they have a hard time understanding you or listening to you. That's why first of all, you have to get yourself together. And then you can present to your kids, and this is how you want it to be, that first of all, we always have God in our lives. We always have Jesus and God, Mama Mary, and all those stuff. She installed it to us. That without them, it's so hard to be safe. I mean, a lot of people says, oh, Sansu, how come you don't carry a gun? I said, yeah, we don't carry a gun because Jesus is our protector. God is our protector. And of course, you have to be smart about it. That you don't want to be in that situation that you really need a gun. You always have to make sure that you pay attention where you're going, or you pay attention to who people you hang out with. And so I got it from her. That's why she's always like strict at the same time, but also pay attention to what surrounds her. And that's how I raised my kids. I said I wasn't very, very strict to them, but I have to make sure. But I always tell them, look, be honest with me. If someone hurt you or touch you, you better tell mom or dad.
Yeah.
Because we're the first people that should protect you always. So you always have our backs. So that's how I raised my kids. So now let's listen to our viewers. What they're gonna say, and how they've been raised.
Video of our friends, or your friends, right? Who will talk about how they were raised. Differently versus from
raising their own children. Yeah,
exactly. They just took the words out of my mouth again. Okay, so here we go. Sorry. There you go.
How has raising your children different from how your mom raised you?
The difference is that when my two kids are on timeout, I have to explain why. Then I listen and let them express themselves. Back home in the Philippines, I am not allowed to reason out, cannot answer back. You have to be quiet, especially when they give you that look in the face of your mom.
I try to encourage them to speak their minds and express themselves with respect, always. And not that my mom didn't do it, but I think it's just the generation gap. It's just the approach. The approach is just different, but the intention is the same. It's all for the good of our children. I, as a mother myself, of course, we all love our children. I'd like to think that.
So we'd like to thank everybody who sent the videos again.
Yes,
friends.
Thank you.
And those are the people that subscribe to us.
Oh yeah. So don't forget, like and subscribe. And share.
Definitely.
Yeah, so this time, ladies, name 3 things that you love about your mom. What characteristics that you love?
Is it just characteristics or anything
or traits?
in general?
Just
So really, everything that my mom did, there's really not a single thing or three things or five things that I love about my mom. I love her from head to toe, from her hair to her toenails, you know. It's just one thing that really I can talk about that I did not like about her. She was very strict. I can't sleep over at a friend's house. Every time there's a camping in school, I would go, but at night they will come pick me up, bring me home.
Oh no! Yeah.
And then early in the morning, they bring me back.
Oh
Yes. So that's how it is. They're very strict like that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I probably didn't like. But other than that,
You love your mom with your
I
whole.
love my mom.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, for me, as our sister here said that there's not a lot, 3 or 4 or 5 things that talk about our mother, but one thing is about, as I said, mentioned a while ago, is honesty is one thing about her, and also being funny, making people laugh, because sometimes people need that once in a while. When you make someone laugh, I mean, you kind of like bring joy, not just from your heart, but also to other person. You never know what they're going through that day, and when you make them laugh, forget about what they're doing that day. It's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing to do.
the hardest
is to
thing
make
to do.
people laugh.
Yeah.
You can make people get mad. So easy.
Yeah, like different people have different sense of humor, so it's so
It's
hard.
true.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And also the most important thing actually is when she introduced me to Santo Niño, to Mama Mary, and just the prayer itself, to pray on your own from your heart, not to pray all the time about reciting everything, because because it's good to say Our Father, it's good to say Hail Mary, it's good to all that, but just to do that all the time and not praying from your heart, sometimes the blessing comes from the heart. It's not from just memorizing everything. And that's what I got from her. That's the most important
So
thing.
what about you?
Well, to me, I think I've said this before, but my mom's really strong and resilient. I mean, she's been through a lot of things, and I feel like that she always gets back up every time she falls. And so I see that, and that's an example that she's made for me. And I think that I'm the same way. That even if, no matter what life throws at me, lemons, I make lemonade.
Life
Yes,
gives you lemon.
yes, exactly. And then she's
Bring
also
out the tequila. And make some
I know,
margaritas.
right? And also, she's very thoughtful. I mean, she's thoughtful to a fault because she sends cards to everybody. She has this little black book with all her friends, addresses. And every year she would birthday, Christmas, she would send everyone in that list.
Oh, she's very
card.
thoughtful. Very thoughtful.
Everyone. So, I mean, no matter if they don't reply back or send her anything back, I'm like, I always say, well, I'm the one that, puts the mail stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Mom, but not everybody sends you back a Christmas card or a birthday card. Like, it's okay as long as as long as I send it to them. So when she passed away, whenever I meet somebody that, she gave a Christmas card to. They would always tell me, "Oh, your mom never forgot my birthday. She's always sending cards." And so those are the
it's part of being a teacher.
probably.
Yeah,
Right.
it is. Yes. That's the truth.
I think so.
Anyway, I know we have some videos to show them of people that talks about the 3 things they love about their mother. So
Yeah.
here
Let's
you go.
watch.
Watch this.
Name 3 things you love about your mom.
I love her because she taught me how to be thoughtful and generous and to help others. Just help with no expectation. Just knowing that you put them in a good place should be good enough. And because I love her because she's my mama. And that's it. There's no other reason.
Happy Mother's Day to my mom, Marie. Thank you for being so wonderful, supporting, and loving, and especially for encouraging me and showing me that perseverance and hard work will always come through. Thanks a lot. Love you.
All right, thank you guys for all the wonderful videos tonight. And of course, we would like to thank everybody for tuning in.
Yes.
And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share.
I'd love to see you again, and thank you for spending time with us, sharing with you the Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de
And
Mayo,
also,
Cinco de
we
Junco.
would like to say Happy Mother's
Happy
Day to
Mother's Day.
everyone
Yes.
out there.
Whatever you do this Mother's Day weekend, please hug your parent, your mother especially. Well, if you just have a dad, you can hug your dad or your mom, whoever is the mother.
Or just hug anybody.
Just your auntie, your grandma, but most of all your mother, because like us here, we don't have our mothers anymore to hug.
Yes.
So please hug your mothers for us.
Well, appreciate them when they're still around. Right.
Exactly.
So now we have a dedication to all you mothers. So hopefully you like it.
All right, so ladies, let's do this.
Yes.
For all the mothers out there, hit it, ladies. M.
M is for magnificent you are.
And O.
O is for outstanding things you do.
T.
T is for the tender love you give.
And H.
H is for your heart of gold.
E.
E, your extraordinary woman.
And R.
R, how remarkable you are to me.
Love.
Love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Mother, take my love and take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you.
We giving you
Love was made for me and you.
Don't you know that
Love was made for me and you.
All right. Happy Mother's Day. God bless and enjoy the rest of your day. Happy
And
Mother's Day.
And again, we are the
Girls Talk.
Talk.